Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to this Monday morning with the business coach Moloy. Uh, okay, we are on our journey of finance and accounts management, our episode 30 of Entrepreneurial Essentials, and we are on our next leg of the accounts and finance. And the bigger challenge a lot of organizations face, what is profit and what is cash flow? Because most entrepreneurs use profit and cash flow interchangeably, but they are as different as chalk and cheese. Because a profit is a result of the income minus expenses over a defined period. And this includes, and listen to this very carefully, credit sales, non cash expenses, and accounting entries. And I'll come back to accounting entries in a while. Whereas cash flow tracks the real time movement of a cash in and out of the bank. This deals with actual money movement, not accounting adjustments. And what drives your business is certainly profit. You need to be a profitable business, but just because you're a profitable business does not mean you have a healthy cash flow. Now, let's say you sold goods worth 10 lakhs and the profit shows 10 lakhs even if the customer hasn't paid. Your cash flow shows zilch, a big zero, because the cash hasn't come in. So you have sold worth of goods which is supposed to generate a profit of 10 lakhs, and your books show a very healthy 10 lakhs, but cash flow is zilch because the cash hasn't come in. And this is what a lot of entrepreneurs miss out when they just focus on the profit and loss statement and not the cash flow. Profit is tangible, cash flow is an oxygen. You cannot live without oxygen. Let's go back to a story that I had with a client of mine. Uh, a client in Mumbai called as Mr. Deepak, because I'm not giving the real name. His profit and loss showed 60 lakhs revenue, 42 lakh expenses, net 18 lakhs of net profit. But here is the real story when we deep dived into that business to find out what's going wrong because he was supposedly not making money. Remember the number 60 lakhs of revenue, 42 lakhs of expenses, and 18 lakhs of net profit. But here's the real story, ladies and gentlemen, 22 lakhs in outstanding invoices. 9 lakhs of unsold inventory, 2.5 lakhs in advance paid to suppliers, 3.8 lakhs paid in EMIs, and 1.4 lakhs in the bank. His profits was trapped, frozen in receivables, inventory, and capital payments. So while the PL was showing he was winning, the cash flow told a very different story. And when cash and profit tell different stories, always believe the cash. And I fail to understand why entrepreneurs cannot look at their cash flow statement once a week at least. It should be of a top of your mind recall. So the 5 common mistakes for this disconnect. Delayed receivables. You have closed big deals, but until the money hits the bank, it's not cash. A client in signage business had 45 lakhs in pending collections and was borrowing to pay salaries. Second, biggest challenge with a lot of retail and wholesale outlets. Cash becomes stock and stock becomes stuck. An apparel business that I'm coaching currently bought 3 months worth of fabric because the vendor said he will give a good rate. So what the vendor did was liquidate his stock to release cash and passed on the burden of that stock and the cash to my client. That cash stay idle while the rent piled up. EMI and loan payments, your profit and loss shows only interest as an example, but your principal repayments drain your account silently. A small manufacturer had 1.5 lakh monthly EMI, none of which appeared in his expenses, but the cash is going out. The capital expenditure, the new machine that you bought for 6 lakhs, your PL spreads the cost over 5 years. Depreciation, ladies and gentlemen, but the cash left instantly. And six, owner's withdrawal. Many entrepreneurs don't separate personal and business accounts. They withdraw from the business when needed, when without realizing it's affecting cash reserves. But this never reflects in the profit statements. Here's an analogy: the showroom that shines but stinks. Imagine a high-end furniture showroom in Kolkata. Beautiful ambience, well-staffed, designer chairs. You would think that they're booming, but here's the truth: they haven't paid rent for 5 months. They're running on credit with every vendor. The owner is taking loans from family to survive. This is what has happened with cash flow because their entire money is locked in that furniture. And this is what happens when you only track sales and profit and ignore cash flow. Your mindset shift has to come in, ladies and gentlemen, from vanity to vitality. Let's call it out. Many entrepreneurs chase revenue and profit because it makes them feel successful. But the real challenge is your team is paid in with cash, not with profit. Your vendors expect cash, not your PL printout. Your family survives on cash, not on sales reports. The shift that we must make is stop asking, what's my profit this month? And instead start asking, how much cash did I make in this month? And these are 5 practical tools to fix this disconnect. Weekly cash flow forecast, track inflow, track outflow, bank balance weekly. It gives you the power of anticipation, not reaction. And I fail to understand why a lot of entrepreneurs just hate numbers. Your receivables discipline: set clear payment terms, 30 days max, send automated reminders, follow up personally, offer early payment discounts. Inventory control: keep stock that you need in your rotation and calculate your rotation, that how much time that it takes you to rotate a stock. For every business, it would be different. Most business owners, 99.9% business owners, don't track inventory based on the rotation. Dead stock is equal to dead cash. Go out and liquidate whatever money you make. Go out and do that. There's no ego. Loan to sales ratio: keep EMIs under 25% of your monthly turnover. Review debt every quarter. I know of businesses which has probably EMIs of 50-60%. And this is digging your own grave. Set your minimum cash reserve. Decide your survival number. If you need 5 lakhs a month, always keep 10 lakhs aside. That's your shock absorber. And here's the cash reality check, and do it right now. Ask yourself, how much actual cash is in my bank today? Do you know the number off top of your mind? What's the inflow projection for the next 4 weeks? Forget the next 4 weeks. Do you know what's the inflow projection for this week? And how much of my profit is stuck in receivables or stock? Look around you. What are all the things that you can dispose of today? Including people. Because people, at some point in time, your unproductive people with high salaries become your dead stock. Look around yourself and say, what or who do I not need in this current business scenario? And luckily, the world is such that there is a lot of people available in the marketplace. So you will be able to hire good people at probably lower cost. I gave you the example of my friend who lost his job at 48 lakhs because he was replaced by somebody at 24 lakhs. And if you don't have these answers within the next 5 minutes, you are not running a business, you're flying blind. And here's your action plan for the next 7 days. If you're doing this, you don't need a coach. But if you can't do it, I certainly recommend you go out and seek a business coach in your territory. Create a 4-week cash forecast. Collect all receivables over 45 days. Review and return debt inventory. Pause all non-essential spending and create a cash before profit dashboard. If you do these 5 things, ladies and gentlemen, I am 100% sure that you will be able to have a business that is truly rocking, and you having control, and you going to bed in a peaceful and having a peaceful sleep. It may not happen. You may not be, if the damage is deep, it may take some time. But promise yourself that, especially of all the things that we have spoken about in the finance and account section, you will correct it by the 31st of December. Because you're running a business, you're not flying blind. If you have to take a step back, retrench, review your business model, do that. But you cannot have a model where you are flying blind, everyone around is happy, and you are the sad business owner. Final words. Final words that you take away today. Your profit is your applause. And I'm not going to live my life on applause. Cash is my oxygen. I can live without applause, but I cannot live without oxygen/air. Let's build together a business that is just not profitable, but cash rich and crisis proof. If you have a challenge, reach out to any of our coaches and they'll be happy to help. Your business coach should be your investment into correcting all these. Because if you don't correct all these, you will constantly fly blind and you will constantly be going to bed with horror dreams rather than a peaceful night. Till next Monday, same place, same time. See you and have a fantastic week. By the way, don't forget to complete the 5 things that I mentioned. Do that and see your business roar. Take care. God bless. Have a fantastic week, and I shall see you next Monday.